You've probably seen this boxy little off-roader bouncing around in movies or maybe even on your local streets. It's the Lada Niva, a Soviet-era legend that's been in continuous production since 1977. But here's the crazy part. In a world of Teslas and high-tech SUVs, why is this relic from the Cold War not just surviving, but thriving? What's the secret behind the Niva's incredible staying power? Today, we're digging deep into the story of the car that simply refuses to die. The story starts in the late 1960s. The Soviet Union needed a car for the people living in its vast rural areas. We're talking places with no roads, brutal winters, and terrain that would make a modern crossover cry for its mommy. The task was given to VAZ, the company behind Lada. The designers were given a simple, yet incredibly difficult brief. Create a vehicle with the comfort of a regular car but the off-road capability of a military-grade truck. A civilian Land Rover, if you will. The lead designer, Pyotr Prusov, and his team looked at existing off-roaders like the Land Rover and the Jeep, but they decided to do something radical. Instead of a heavy, truck-like ladder frame, they opted for a unibody construction, just like a regular passenger car. This was revolutionary for a 4x4 at the time. It made the Niva lighter, more comfortable on paved roads, and cheaper to produce. They also gave it independent front suspension and coil springs all around. Features you'd find on a sedan, not a rugged off-roader. But don't let that fool you. For the serious stuff, they gave it a full-time four-wheel drive system with a lockable center differential and a high and low-range transfer case. This is the kind of hardware you find on serious, purpose-built off-road machines. It's a combination that, even today, is pretty rare. The engine was a modest 1.6-liter four-cylinder, not powerful by any means, but it was reliable and easy to fix. When the Lada Niva, officially the VAZ-2121, rolled off the production line in 1977, it was an instant sensation. In the Soviet Union, it was a lifeline for farmers, doctors, and anyone living outside the major cities. It could handle mud, snow, and terrible roads with absolute ease. But its fame quickly spread beyond the Iron Curtain. In Western Europe, the Niva became a cult classic. It was cheap, unbelievably capable, and had this quirky, no-nonsense charm. It was the anti-SUV. It wasn't about luxury or status. It was a tool, an honest-to-goodness machine for getting from point A to point B, no matter what was in between. People were taking these things on expeditions across deserts and up mountains. It even conquered the North Pole and served at Antarctic research stations. The Niva was proving to the world that Soviet engineering, when focused, could produce something truly world-class. So, what makes it so special today? Well, let's start with its off-road prowess. The Niva is tiny. Its short wheelbase and minimal overhangs mean it has incredible approach and departure angles. It can scramble up and down steep inclines that would leave larger, more expensive SUVs beached. Its lightweight is a huge advantage in mud and snow, where heavy trucks just sink. That full-time 4x4 system with the locking diff gives it phenomenal traction. A modern SUV relies on complex electronics to manage grip, but the Niva does it with pure, simple mechanics. It's a beautifully analog experience in a digital world. Then there's the simplicity. Pop the hood of a Niva and you will be greeted by a sea of plastic covers and complex electronics. You can see the engine, the alternator, the starter, everything. It's a car designed to be fixed with a basic set of tools by the side of a road in the middle of Siberia. Parts are ridiculously cheap and widely available. This mechanical simplicity is a huge draw for people who want to understand their vehicle and be able to work on it themselves. It is a stark contrast to modern cars where even changing a headlight can require a trip to the dealership. And let's talk about the price. A brand new Lada Niva, now called the Niva Legend, is still one of the most affordable new 4x4s you can buy in the world. It offers unparalleled off-road capability for the price of a basic city car. This value proposition is almost impossible to beat. For adventurers, farmers, or anyone on a budget who needs a vehicle that can genuinely go anywhere, the Niva is often the only logical choice. Of course, it's not all sunshine and roses. Owning a Niva comes with, let's call them character traits. The build quality can be inconsistent. Rust has always been its arch nemesis. It's not fast, with a top speed that makes highway driving an adventure in itself. It's noisy, the ride is bouncy, and the interior ergonomics are a throwback to the 1970s. You don't buy a Niva for a quiet, comfortable commute. You buy it for what it can do when the pavement ends. But for its dedicated fans, these aren't flaws. They're part of the charm. The Niva is an experience. Driving one connects you to the road, or lack thereof, in a way that modern, insulated vehicles just can't. You feel every bump, hear every mechanical noise. It's a raw, unfiltered driving experience. Over the decades, the Niva has seen some updates, of course. The engine got a bit bigger, it gained fuel injection, power steering, and even air conditioning became an option. But fundamentally, the car you can buy today is astonishingly similar to the one that debuted in 1977. The body shell, the suspension design, the core drivetrain, it's all there. Why? Because it works. It's a design that was so right from the very beginning that there has been little reason to change it. The Lada Niva is more than just a car. It's a philosophy. It represents a different way of thinking about mobility, one based on utility, simplicity, and resilience. It's a testament to the power of a good idea. In a world of disposable tech and planned obsolescence, the Niva is a stubborn, mechanical survivor. It's the ultimate tool, a symbol of freedom, and a rolling piece of history that's still making tracks all over the world. It's not just a Soviet car. It's a global icon that has rightfully earned its legendary status. Thanks for watching. If you're a fan of incredible automotive stories like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss our next video. See you in the next one.